Hello, all of you are most welcome in this video lecture. Today's topic is what class 11, subject to biology, chapter 2, biological classification. In this video, I will be discussing about kingdom Protista. In previous video, I have already discussed about kingdom Monera. So let us start to learn about kingdom Protista. Kingdom Protista include single-cell eukaryotes, most of the organisms which are there in this kingdom, they are what? Single cell, like amoeba. It is what? Single cell. Paramecium, single cell. This is single cell. This is Euglena, single cell. So their body is made up of what? Single cell. So we can say this kingdom is a what? Kingdom of unicellular. This is what? Kingdom of unicellular. They have well-defined nucleus. See, this is a amoeba. It is having nucleus, and this nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane. Here, this nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane. Nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane. So, well-defined nucleus and other membrane-bound organelle. Other membrane-bound organelles means they may be having mitochondria, they may be having endoplasmic reticulum, they may be having Golgi apparatus. So chloroplast is there. So these are cellular organelles. They are bound by membrane. So these organelles are present inside the cell. Some has flagella. This is a flagella or cilia. Like the flagella is larger. This is our flagella, and this euglena is having flagella. Whereas this paramecium, that is also known as sleeper animal, because shape of this animal is like sleeper. That's why sleeper animal cute. So here these are what the cilia are there. The number of cilia are more and then number of flagella. Flagella may be one, two, yeah, also maybe many, but here the size of flagella is bigger. Protista primarily aquatic. They are present in both seawater as well as marine water as well as freshwater. Freshwater like river, lake, pond. Marine water means seawater. It is a link with plant, animals, and fungi. So this is a protista. From protista develop plant. From protista develop fungi. From protista develop animalia. So these are what connecting link of what plants, animals, and fungi. These members of this kingdom, they reproduce both asexually and sexually. Means when they are reproducing asexually, means there is no need of what? Two gametes, male and female gamete is not required. So they reproduce by asexual method as well as they reproduce by sexual method. In this, there is a cell fusion. There may be fusion of cell, yeah, gamete, and then ultimately there will be formation of zygote. So they reproduce both asexually and sexually method. Now protista are classified into chrysophytes, then dinoflagellate, euglenoids, slime molds, and protozoa. So these are different category, different divisions of this kingdom protista. Chrysophyte, dinoflagellates, euglenoid, slime mold, and protozoa. So these are chrysophytes, these are dinoflagellate, these are euglenoid, these are slime mold, these are protozoans. So we'll discuss features of each of these divisions one by one. So first we'll discuss about chrysophytes. So what are chrysophytes? Chrysophytes, they are found in freshwater as well as marine water. So they are present in, we can say that river, pond, and lake, as well as they are present in ocean. So they are found both in freshwater as well as marine water. They are microscopic and float passively in water current. So if they float on along with water, they are called plankton. So they are what? There may be zooplankton and phytoplankton. If they are animal-like, that is called zooplankton. If they are plant-like, they are called what? Phytoplankton. Most of them are photosynthetic. Most of the members of chrysophyte, they are what? Photosynthetic. Means they, in the presence of sunlight, they can make their own food. The member of these chrysophytes are include diatoms and golden algae. Other name of golden algae is desmids. Desmids. So these are diatoms. See, it appears that there are two atoms, they are joined together. That's why it is what? Diatom. Diatom. These are what? Golden algae. Other name of golden algae is what? Desmids. All the diatoms, they have siliceous cell wall, means their cell wall is having silica, deposits of silica, like sand. Sand is silica. Siliceous cell wall forming two thin overlapping cells. There are two thin overlapping cells. This is inner one and this is outer one. So they are having overlapping cell which fit together as a soft box. This fit together as a soft box. The cell wall deposits of diatoms over millions of years in their habitat is known as diatomaceous earth. What is diatomaceous earth? The, the cell wall deposit after the death of diatom, their cell wall get deposited and it will form diatomaceous earth. This earth, this is used in polishing, filtration of oils and syrup. Diatoms are the chief producer in the ocean. So these are what? Diatoms. Diatomaceous rock. This is what would create diatomaceous earth. So these are the diatoms. Next is what? Dinoflagellate. Dinoflagellate means two flagella. They are mostly marine and photosynthetic. They are not found in fresh water. They are found in marine water. They are mostly marine. And they are also photosynthetic. Their color may be of yellow color, green color, brown color, blue color, red color based on the main pigment in the cell. The cell wall has stiff cellulose plate. They are having what? The cell wall is having cellulose plate. Cellulose plate is there on the outer surface. Most of them have two flagella. They are having two flagella, transverse flagella as well as longitudinal flagella. So they are having two flagella, transverse flagella and longitudinal flagella. That's why they are known as dinoflagellates. One lies longitudinally and other transversely in furrow between the wall plate. These are the plate. These are plates. There is a furrow. So one lie in a transverse flagella and one lies in the longitudinal position. So there are two flagella there. Red dinoflagellates, that is called gonialate. There is one red dinoflagellate. The name of this flagellate is called gonialate. It multiplies rapidly so that C appears red. That is also called red tide. So it gives red color to the sea. See here, it is what? Red tide. These goniales, that is red dinoflagellate, they also release toxin that kills marine animals like fishes. So Here it is, this name is very important, goniolates. Sometimes there will be question which causes red tides. So in option goniolates is there. So goniolates causes red tides. They are having two flagella. Now next third is what? Third division is euglenoid. Mainly these euglenoid, they are what? Mainly freshwater organism found in stagnant water. See, this is water, is stagnant water. It is freshwater and stagnant water. And here you will get what? Euglena, the member of euglenoids. Instead of cell wall, they have protein-rich layer called pellicle. They don't have cell wall, but they are having protein-rich layer. That is called pellicle. Pellicle gives flexibility to body. So their body is what? Very flexible. Now they have two flagella. One flagella is long. This is a one flagella. This is what? Long flagella. And second is what? Small flagella. So short flagella. So they are having what? Two flagella. One is long flagella and that is what? Short flagella. They are photosynthetic, means they perform photosynthesis in the presence of sunlight. When there is no sunlight, in that condition, in absence of sunlight, they behave like heterotrophs. So they are, we can say that they are connecting link between plant and animal. They can do photosynthesis in presence of sunlight, but they start behaving like heterotroph in the absence of sunlight. So they are connecting link between plant and animal. So they are both plant and animal. The pigment means photosynthetic pigment are identical to those of higher plants like chlorophyll A is there in this euglenoid. Example of one glenoid is what? Euglena. If you see the structure of euglena, it is having this flagellum is there, then this is stigma is there, this is what? Nucleolus is there, nucleus here, reservoir, this is what? Reservoir, and reservoir one small flagellum is also there. These are what? Chloroplasts are there. There is a contractile vacuole. It regulates the amount of water inside the body. Then there is a wall is made up of pellicle, which is rich in protein and it makes its body very flexible. So this is all about euglenoids. Then next category is what? The slime molds. They are saprophytic protists. So they are what? Saprophytic protists. Slime molds are what? Saprophytes. The body move along decaying twigs, twig means small branch, twig and leaves engulfing organic material. Under suitable condition, they form an aggregation called plasmodium. Okay, what is plasmodium? Aggregation of the slime mold that is called plasmodium. It may spread over several feet. May spread over what? Several feet. This is what? Plasmodium. This is what? Plasmodium. Under unfavorable condition, Plasmodium differentiate and from forms fruiting bodies bearing spore at their tips. So these are fruiting bodies of what? Plasmodium. Spores have true wall. They are highly resistant and survive for many years. Spores are dispersed by current, air current. So these are the haploid spore. Haploid spore will form gamete, then there will be fertilization, then there will be formation of zygote. In zygote, you will develop into produce plasmodium. These plasmodium will produce fruiting bodies. In fruiting bodies, there will be meiosis, then there will be formation of haploid spores. So in this way, they also multiply and increase their numbers. And next is what? Protozoan. They are heterotrophs, both predators as well as parasites. They are primitive relative of animals. They are most primitive animal, we can say. That's why they are known as a protozoans. They are known as what? Protozoans. These are what? Protozoan. These are primitive animals. There are four groups of protozoan. Amoeboid protozoan, like this is amoeboid protozoan. Flagellated protozoan, these are flagellated protozoan. Ciliated protozoan, ciliated protozoan, sporozoan. So there are four types of what? Protozoan. First is what? Four group of protozoan, amoeboid protozoan. Second, flagellated protozoan. Third, ciliated protozoan. And fourth one is what? Sporozoans. Now we'll discuss about what? Amoeboid protozoan. They live in fresh water. They live in fresh water, seawater, or moist soil. They move and capture prey by putting out pseudopodia. These are the pseudopodia. They use this pseudopodia to capture their prey. This is what? Pseudopodia. These are what? Pseudopodia. Pseudopodia means false feet. Example is amoeba. Marine forms have silica cell on their surface. Some are parasitic like entamoeba. Entamoeba, this is what? Entamoeba, it causes one disease called dysentery. So if we see the structure, so in this structure there is what? Cytoplasm is there, food vacuole is there, pseudopodia is there, well-developed nucleus is there, cell membrane is there, contractile vacuole is there. This is very special feature. These are the vacuole which regulate, which maintain water balance inside the body. So these are what? Contractile vacuole in this amoeba. This is entamoeba. It causes one disease called amoebic dysentery. Entamoeba histolytica. Now second is flagellated protozoa. Flagellated protozoan. This is what? Flagellated protozoa. They are free living or parasitic. They have flagella. Parasitic forms causes diseases like sleeping sickness. Sleeping sickness. This is spread by this protozoan. The name of this protozoan is trypanosoma. Soma means the person causes what? This causes what? Protozoan causes sleeping sickness. It is having big flagella. Then undulating membrane. Some portion of the flagella is attached with the skin, that is called undulating membrane. This is what? Trypanosoma. This is spread. This is a vector, CC fly. This is a fly which is a vector for this trypanosoma, and this CC fly inject this protozoan inside the human being. So if a person suffering from this infected with trypanosoma, there is one disease called sleeping sickness. This sleeping sickness is transmitted by CC fly. CC fly. Then next is what? Ciliated protozoa. They are aquatic. They are aquatic, means found in water. Actively move using cilia. They move with the help of these are the cilia. These are what? Finger-like projection, small finger-like projection, that is called cilia. They have cavity gullet. This cavity is called what? Gullet. This cavity is there. This cavity is called oral groove or gullet. This cavity is there. This cavity is called what? Oral groove or gullet is there. That opens to the outside. Due to the movement of cilia, water, food enters into gullet. The cilia keep on moving, and because of this movement, this water, food material enter into the gullet. Example of ciliated protozoan is Paramecium. Paramecium is what? Ciliated protozoan. Now next is what? Next group of this protozoan is what? sporozoans. Sporozoans, they have infectious spore-like stage in their life cycle. Example, Plasmodium, that is also what called malarial parasite. It causes malaria. There are four varieties of this Plasmodium. First is what? Plasmodium falciparum. Second is Plasmodium, P stand for Plasmodium. So first is what? Plasmodium falciparum. Second is Plasmodium vivax. Plasmodium malariae, Plasmodium ovale. These are the ring stage, ring stages. Then there are surgeon stage. These are the gametes of these different varieties. See, this is the structure of ultrastructure of Plasmodium. So this is about Plasmodium. They are having what mitochondria. They are having apicoplast, microtubule, micronium. Polar rings. They are having apical eutrophy, dense granules, neurozoid spores, plasma membrane, this is the nucleus, pellicular cistern is there. So this is the, you have to remember these names. How many variety? Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malariae, Plasmodium ovale. I hope that this topic is clear to all of you. Like, comment, share it with your friend and subscribe my channel to get latest videos related with class 11th and class 12th biology. Thank you very much.